Okay, this is interesting because you're an orc and you have xiaOt to root for, and I, of course, as an undead fan, I have GoStop.
Yeah, GoStop. One of those names, GoStop and Susiria, right? Didn't they play all those awesome Meteor Makers 2 in WC3L? I think I remember the two of them. They were always good for some really nice games.
Was GoStop in Meet Your Makers? I think
Wasn't he?
you're thinking of Lucifer. Lucifer and
No, that
Susiria
was
always.
before.
That was really GoStop played for Mum?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Let me check on let me check on my iPhone.
Yeah, at the Warcraft Wikipedia that doesn't exist. Oh, well, there might be one source for that. Well, GoStop was
Yeah, go ahead.
around in the scene since like the early beginnings of Frozen Throne. One of the most old school players for the undead race, but never won anything big. I know he won. He got second in the first WEG, that sweet one after all. After such a dramatic final, probably the best Warcraft tournament of all time, and he lost in the final. It's too bad, and yeah, and then he fell into a kind of a slump and never recovered from that. xiaOt, on the other hand, one of the pioneers of Chinese Warcraft action, of course. There's Sky, who made the whole thing big, but the guy who paved the way for everyone was this crazy orc named xiaOt.
Yeah, while you were talking, I was busy searching Google for GoStop, and he indeed did play for Meteor Makers, and he played 2-on-2 with Susiria. There's even an interview on WC Replays by No Name, who was later famous for managing Team Fnatic, and the article is called "The God of Fiends and Master of Ghouls."
Huh.
It's about Susiria and GoStop, and
so he just sticked on tier 1 all the time?
well, maybe he did. No, I think it's about their 2-on-2 because actually sometimes they did play undead, if I remember correctly. Most of the times, one of them, I don't remember who, but one of them switched to Night Elf, I think, and they played Night Elf undead. But yeah, I found an interview, so they did play together. There are actually some replays and some scores of the two of them playing for Meteor Makers.
Okay, we missed the whole early game. Blade Master harassing a bit, going for the acolytes because the base was not was not closed. So he was able to kill one acolyte, but the attack is still going on. And lots of ghouls, and this is something you don't see today. Ghouls versus orcs. The fresher kind of guys will now think, what? Where are my fiends? He has to play fiends. How will you be able to beat the orc with just ghouls? But back in the day, it was possible from time to time. In the orc base, we see the tier 2 tag as well.
Yeah, the thing you gained from going ghouls as an undead was that you got a really fast tier 3, and now that made you able to build destroyers rather quickly. And destroyers are really good against burrows, so you have that early burrow aggression, and this is the reason why undeads went ghouls back in the days. And yeah.
And of course, if you're amazing with doing surrounds, you can grab 1 or 2 grunts in the early game, which is extremely important if you want to reach level 3 very fast. And you can go for the burrows, and I think that's the thing that GoStop is about to do now.
Yeah, there goes the burrows, there goes the undead, and he finds that really nice timing where the bestiary is starting. Is that a TP? Yes, that is a TP. The whole orc army was on the other side of the map, and even with the Torrent Chieftain being built, he wouldn't have been able to fend this off, so the TP was really necessary. But now you see that Blade Master going onto those ghouls, and that one ghoul is almost going down just by 2-3 dishes of the sword, and there goes the first coil. Now he's nicely blocking with his Death Knight there, so nicely done by GoStop. While on the other hand, the orc now tries to go for some solo creeping there.
Yeah, Tauren Chieftain at level 3, of course, always very important, as we mentioned in game 1. But I think he skilled Stomp now, because it's so strong against this mass of ghouls, and this some fiends might come up later. We see a graveyard a little late. The tier 3 tech is already in progress. Non-ghoul fallen to the ghouls here, but the Blade Master has the claws of attack, and he didn't sell his TP. That's amazing too, right? Now, to see it in retro perspective.
Yeah, it definitely is. And there's one thing to note as well. I'm not sure if you mentioned it. We have a second bestiary for xiaOt, so he's most likely will be going for the Wyvern, and he stabs back his Blade Master because the undead GoStop is already back in his base going for those burrows, and I think he will be able to finish off that one burrow, even with 3 peons repairing it, and this is exactly the success that GoStop was looking for. Now he tries to finish off that bestiary, but this is too late, but at least he gets that revenge peon kill, while on the other hand losing a ghoul back on the other side of that forest.
Usually you want to kill the burrow before the tier 2 hero is being built, because then you delay it by like 1 or 2 minutes. But that got denied by xiaOt here, and I don't think he'll go Wyvern because he has the Ensnare upgrade already. Is the Raider stuck in the base?
No, it's not. No, not possible.
Just, something wrong here. Level 2 Tauren Chieftain already? What?
Yeah, I think we will see 1 or 2 raiders, but after that he should be going for Wyvern.
Oh, that stomp! Hitting all the ghouls. Yeah, that might be possible. I don't see Fiend just yet. Just more and more ghouls. So Wyvern would be a decent alternative to that build.
And the Lich is be careful.
Who is
going for it? The Death Knight is going for it, and there was even the whole Orc army close by. But now xiaOt decided to finish off that rock golem for the level 2.5 Tauren Chieftain, even finding himself a Wand of Mana Stealing, which is a nice item against the undead player. And the undead, nice. He bought a potion of invisibility to scout out his opponent, and even denying some damage to his own hero. So nicely done there. And there goes the Lich with the fast tier 3. He even bought an Orb of Corruption quickly. So yeah, there you go with the ghouls and the destroyers.
And Ghoul Frenzy, ladies and gentlemen. They are all a bit quicker very, very soon. Tauren Chieftain leveling his way through level 3 here, and 2 gold mines being crept in a second, so there is a chance for xiaOt to just expand once, because it's very easy to do that against undead. And you were right, my friend, Wyvern being built.
Yeah, see, this is a strategy that I really enjoy with the Wyvern build. You hardly ever see that in the later games. And there comes that huge ghoul force immediately going for the Voodoo Lounge, denying the regeneration of mana and health by the Orc player. And what was that? Did he critical strike a creep or a backstep? No, a critter. Sorry, a sheep. Now that's really weird. But GoStop dealing huge damage here on the burrows. And with the Frost Armor on level 1 with ghouls, you hardly see that as well. He's able to finish off those 2 buildings, and is really nice. But now he has to be careful with the 2 Wyvern, and with the Blade Master, he might have some trouble on defending his own ghouls.
That is true. Still no level 3 on the DK, so only level 1 coil. He swapped over the Orb of Corruption to the DK to have 2 heroes to attack the Wyvern. A very good positioning here of the burrows. The barracks are not that important anymore, because xiaOt knows that there are destroyers coming in.
A player's forces are
now we have a level 3 Tauren Chieftain. The inventory is not that great, and he's still able to produce more and more wyverns, but at the moment he's supply stuck. No wyverns here, and the fight broke loose. Still trying
now he's going for the Lich.
Oh, that Storm mighty again. He's trying to snipe out the wyvern, but impossible at the moment with only level 1 coil. Of course, it's very hard to deal with this amount of damage, and he has to TP out immediately. Well, not immediately, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Nicely done by the orc. It wasn't a fight that he could really win, but he made the undead TP, and now he has some time to get back to the Fountain of Health and finish off that dragon. He was going for it when the undead was in his base, but he had to cancel it due to the aggression of his opponent. And now there goes the end snare. There go the 2 wyvern, but he has to be careful because the piercing damage of the red drake is really high against those wyvern. Now, yeah, there goes the end snare. There goes the micromanagement, and the red drake is already down to half of his hit points, and I'm really looking forward to the item there because they're oftentimes Zoe Mask or auras, etc., and this is really nice.
Yep, the Blade Master joining the creep, but he's lazy and not giving a fuck at the moment. What it is? Oh, Scorch, Bone Chimes, exceptionally good for the Blade Master Raiders and Grunts, and the Torrent Chieftain not so good if he wants to stick to Wyverns.
Did you see that? The third hero of the undead?
The Alchemist.
How nice
this
is that?
Rare. Yeah, of course, Chemical Rage is a huge damage dealer because this hero is able to attack air, and with the acid bomb it stacks with the Orb of Corruption, of course, so we will see like -7 armor on the Wyvern. Very interesting position in the game. Now both players are going for the main bases of their opponents. I don't know if xiaOt has what's it called again?
Pillage?
Yeah. Pillage already, but both players, no, he doesn't. Both players are going for the main buildings, and xiaOt is able to repair a lot faster at the moment. And the acolytes are all dead.
Exactly, the Wyvern were finishing off the acolytes, and there goes the TP, there goes the timing, and now xiaOt has a huge advantage over his opponent GoStop, and there goes the Blade Master level 3, there is the Torrent Chieftain level 3.5, and all those Wyvern, there's no real anti-air, so there you go, there's the acid bomb, but look at that, that's not even so much damage, so I think the Orc player will just wait it out, wait for pillage, wait for the Wyvern, and then just go for the GG.
Yeah, well, it's of course damage over time, and the big thing about this is not the damage, but the armor reduction, together with the Orb of Corruption, of course. But yeah, no more gold mining for xiaOt. He's not able to build another Necropolis because he has no Acolytes, and with no Necropolis he's not able to build more Acolytes. This is very, very bad for GoStop. Blade Master joining the fight here. That stomp sucked a bit, but the Alchemist is in problems. Oh, Cloak of Shadows, ladies and gentlemen. For once, it has its usage. And the DK still on level 2. No level 2 coil, and of course the Alchemist not coilable at all.
But I'm not sure why xiaOt isn't at least somewhat committing there. I think he loses too many buildings to the undead army. I'm not really sure what he's afraid of, because Lich is only level 1, DK is only level 2, and now he finally goes for it. There's 3 Wyverns, but still, now he has to be careful with the Blade Master taking some damage there, and even the Raider is being finished off. Not very good micro there by xiaOt, but nice stomp, almost getting the whole army, and now with the Burrows and the Wyvern he's able to dish out the damage, and then we have to see some nice micro there by GoStop to stay in the game.
Yeah, nice scroll of healing, counters of course the damage dealt so far. Here comes Acid Bomb again, 1 Wyvern is going down, and we totally forgot to mention that the Peon line and the whole economy is completely wiped out. Surround on the Torrent Chieftain, he stomps everything. Is he able to fight its way through the ghoul masses? Yes, he is, with that Potion of Invulnerability, drinks it now, so he has to switch his focus up again. Lich level 2, oh, the Blader gets focused now. Soon Nova is available, but the shop is available as well. There's only money for a healing self, no healing potion, and the Torrent Chieftain, he has to run, but he is so slow, and here comes the coil, level 2 on the Alchemist, on the Lich as well, and finally level 3 on the DK.
Yeah, this is really weird thing, but without echoes and without a main building, it's looking really good for GoStop at the very moment. With all those heroes and the few ghouls, the only thing he has to be careful of are the Burrows and the 2 Wyvern. He doesn't really have to care for the Grunts, and now even going for the Voodoo Lounge, this is a really good decision, denying the regeneration, and there even goes the Nova. Nicely done to finish off the Grunt and to stop the the health regeneration and another frost armor. Now the Orc player xiaOt goes for the Alchemist because he's the one dealing the damage, at least with the acid bomb, or rather stacking the minus armor. Now he's able to finish off that Voodoo Lounge, and it's looking really good right now.
Definitely! Here comes Coil Nova, and the first hero is down as well. This has to be GG. There's no expansion for xiaOt. There's no hero for xiaOt. The only thing he has is 3 grunts and 1 wyvern, and only... Yeah, okay, he has 500 gold, but no wood. One peon after another is about to die. This is so strange because GoStop has not a single anti-air unit, no gargoyles, no fiends, nothing. Just pure ghoul damage, and he dealt with the wyvern with only his heroes. Of course, one of the most important units at the moment, the obsidian statues, providing health and mana at the same time. Losing 1 now. The Tauren Chieftain is so close of coming back, but is this one hero able to turn this whole game around? I doubt it.
Yeah, me as well. Though there is some nice focus to finish off the ghouls, and now there's only three heroes left, but I say only 3 heroes. But they're a nice stomp there, and the Alchemist is surrounded, so he swaps the potion to be able to save his 3rd hero there. Nicely done by GoStop. Now he's going for the Tauren Chieftain, but the burrows are still duking out the damage, throwing the spears there onto those undead heroes. And I think one after one those orc buildings will be falling, and yeah, it's looking really grim right now. But if he's able to save his Tauren Chieftain as well as get his Blade Master back into the game, there might be some turnaround coming. But now there's no more gold left for xiaOt, no more wood left as well. So it's only a battle of the heroes. It's almost like we see a game of Dota here.
Yes, and 3 against 1. It's not that easy to handle. It's almost impossible. He's chasing away the Tauren Chieftain now, killing the Orc Burrow and then killing all the peons. So, from my perspective, no chance to come back into this game for xiaOt. But what a game this was. Probably one of the first times you see a Lich with frost armor in a professional game. Probably one of the first times you see the Alchemist as a 3rd hero in a professional game. And that makes this thing very, very special.
Yeah, indeed. And there's one wyvern left. Where did he get that
I have
from?
no idea.
But now, at last burrow is falling, but the Blade Master is already reviving, so good news. What?
Maybe the Blade Master and Tauren Chieftain can turn this around after all. The Alchemist is in problems. Where's the Blade? Oh, the Stomp misses! Here comes Nova, but here comes the Blade Master as well. There's Windwalk, and this is it for the Alchemist. Is he fast enough? Chemical Rage wears off. Here it is! Backstab, level 4. This means level 2 critical strike. The Tauren Chieftain is still alive, and he still has a potion of healing in his inventory.
Yeah, and this is where the Fountain of Health comes into the game, because now he is able to send his one Wyver and the Tauren Chieftain to the Fountain of Health, regenerates them completely, and then go back into the fray. And he's now actually controlling the fountain, so the undead isn't able to do anything about it. And there are even two peons, so if the undead leaves the orc base, he might even be able to get some gold back and yeah, gain an advantage here. So GoStop needs to stay in the orc base and finish off the buildings one by one. But yeah, the orc player has a really good position right now.
Yeah, there is a lot of mana on DK and Lich, so his primary goal in the fights will be to split his units, so that Stomp won't be that effective. Of course, one unit will be hit by it, and then the Blade Master has to rely on his critical strike luck. This Obsidian statue, man, MVP of the game so far.
Yeah.
Providing all the mana. And the Blade Master has +6.
Yeah, xiaOt is gathering his forces, going for that Obsidian statue that you mentioned. And he should be able to finish it, but nice Frost Nova there, finishing off the Wyvern, and now everything is going for the DK. No, he knows that he cannot finish it as quickly, so he goes for the statue again, but nice Frost Armor, so he needs to spend a Windwalk. xiaOt needs to spend a Windwalk to finish it off. There goes the first coil on the Blade Master. Together with the Frost Armor, he's really, really slow, so there goes another damage, another Nova, Sorry, another coil. Where's the Nova? But now he's going for the Chieftain, and it's looking really tough for the Orc player. So he has to heal himself back up quickly.
Yeah, where is Nova? I think he's out of range. Here comes Stomp.
Oh, nice
First
Stomp.
critical strike. Torrent Chieftain has to run away, and now all mana is gone. Here comes Coil Nova, but the Invo Potion saves the Blade Master. Both heroes are able to go to the fountain now, but is the Undead Force strong enough to kill them? Even though... Oh my god, no mana at all on both heroes. But there's a potion of healing, and now the DK has to run away. There is mana for a Windwalk. What the hell is this? The DK is about to die, but the Windwalk got... No, he doesn't use it yet. Here it is. Is the DK dying? Is the DK dying? He will die. What the crazy game this is! He survives the backstab, and he's able to run away again. Here comes the Lich, maybe providing frost armor once again. DK at the shop. What is he buying? Potion of invulnerability. 26 hit points. Where is mana? Here comes the Lich. Orb of Corruption works at this point, and there's almost mana for the Coil. Both first heroes on under 75 HP. He has to stay in range. He has to stay in range for 5 hit points, for 5 mana points. Now the Blade Master to play Potion of Invisibility, and here comes back. No, the Shade. The Shade saves the game. The Blade Master is down. Oh my God, what a move!
Yeah, what an awesome move. Now he wasn't aware of that Shade that was running around
Stop,
the whole
stop,
game, but Stomp.
DK!
What about the DK now? Jesus Christ, 25 hit points there, and now he's on the run, but with the higher level aura, he's able to run away, and still there's that Lich with the Orb of Corruption and with the Gloves of Haste. So this is looking really bad for the Orc player, but what is that?
We said that several times today. With the Unholy Aura, of course, he's like a small heal fountain of its own. Ring around the rosy, ring around the fountain of health here. This is so crazy. Is there any chance to revive the Blade Master? I don't think so. Only 2 peons mining. DK back on 3/4 of HP, and now the Lich will kill them all. Jawohl, Nova kills the first, Orb of Corruption kills the second. The Torrent Chieftain is not strong enough to kill the DK, he's too fast. No more gold income for xiaOt, no more Blade Master for xiaOt. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's nothing left to say. When I saw that fight last game, I thought, well, that was an awesome game. But now seeing Gnollwood and that base race and those hits from the Orc, from the Undead, this is really one hell of a game to watch.
This xiaOt had this one when he killed off the Black Citadel, but with Undead hero play like I've never seen it before, maybe from Mad Frog against King Crimson. This is so crazy. He's trying to creep now to get an item, to sell anything to get the Blade Master back, but it fails, and GoStop wins this crazy fucking game on Gnollwood. You didn't say too much when you praised this map before the game.
Yeah, that was, yeah, this kind of tops some of the games of the best 100 games of all times, and
With ease.
I'm not really sure why those games, or actually this game specifically, wasn't in the list. That was, I don't know, one of the top 10 games I've ever seen in Warcraft.
Yeah, that's definitely in my top 3 now, together with the King Crimson against Mad Frog and Moon versus Focus on Gnollwood from the IEM.
Yeah.